Perched atop an ancient stone plateau, amidst the red sands of the Outlands, lies the city of Thole. Centuries ago, it was a major garrison for the Gerulian Empire, and there may even have been a settlement prior to this era. These days, Thole is a city of thieves and outcasts. Fugitives of all kinds come here to avoid complications in neighboring nations. Not everyone in Thole has a price upon his head, but no one who dwells here is innocent. The Guild of Steel like to call themselves mercenaries, protecting the few caravans that ply their trade across the desert. Yet those that do not pay for their protection find the Guild equally adept at brigandage. The Guild of Silk call themselves merchants and do indeed sell all manner of goods and trinkets, though it is best not to ask them from whence they came. A vast stone gate is all that remains of the barbican that once defended these walls. Now, it guards the city of Thole once more from the horde of nomads that besiege it. For 3 years, I have been hiding here amid the detritus of the Heretic Kingdoms. But it is only a matter of time before my former allies locate me. And I am running out of places to hide.
A letter. The skeleton of an Ishkai and a human. What transpired, I wonder? Is a relief.
To face me. Show thyself, coward! Art thou afraid to face me? Tremble before my wrath!
You came back? Wonderful!
There's an Ishkai and a human skeleton in the hostel. What do you know of this?
This is the first I've heard of this. The other merchants had more to do with the hostel than I did, though. You came back? Wonderful!
What do you know about a Sura mercenary coming to Thole?
Don't know anything useful about that, I'm afraid, but I'll bet someone in town does. You came back? Wonderful! Come back soon!
Bring your unwanted goods to me. I'll give you a fair price.
Can you tell me the story behind the skeletons in the old hostel?
There are dead bodies in that place. Honestly, you'd think someone from the guild would have noticed. I suppose the building has been abandoned for a while now. Haven't seen anyone go inside since the siege started. Bring your unwanted goods to me.
What do you know about a Sura mercenary coming to Thole?
I remember seeing the Sura mercenary talking to Feyruz before he left. And Feyruz looked mighty pleased about it too. Please, if you speak to Feyruz, don't mention I said anything. I want nothing to do with the Sura, now or ever. Ah, what the... Always good to see you, friend.
Can you tell me the story behind the skeletons in the old hostel?
No idea what happened at the hostel. I used to deliver food there, back before the siege. But I haven't been inside since that Sura warrior went there. I don't think anyone has. Always good to see you,
What do you know about a Sura mercenary coming to Thole?
He came through the gates, went to the hostel, and left. That's all I know, really. Oh, I was just glad to see him leave town, to be honest. Always good to see you. Take care, friend.
Back so soon.
Can you tell me the story behind the skeletons in the old hostel?
I can only tell you about the hostel itself, I'm afraid. Mercenaries from out of town would stay there when working for the Guild of Steel. I think Rabath had a deal with the owner at one point. He might know more. Back so soon.
What do you know about a Sura mercenary coming to Thole?
I wasn't even in town when it happened. You'll have to ask elsewhere. Welcome.
No one...
Can you tell me the story behind the skeletons in the old hostel?
I don't know anything about that. Ask Rabat. He dealt with the owner. Best weapon...
What do you know about a Sura mercenary coming to Thole?
No, I don't know anything about that.
Are you certain you don't know anything at all?
I said I don't know anything. Now, if you aren't buying anything, be on your way. Best weapons in...
Back again, I see.
What do you know about a Sura mercenary coming to Thole?
Can't tell you anything about the Sura, I'm afraid. I never get too close to them. When you've been a merchant for as long as I have, you learn when to keep your distance from their kind. Helms.
What do you know about Feyruz making deals with the Sura?
I don't really know what Feyruz gets up to, but he sure had a lot of silver on him that day the Sura was in town. You don't think... No, forget I asked. I don't want to know. Helms, come back anytime.
Always good to see you, friend.
What do you know about Feyruz making deals with the Sura?
No doubt about it. That Sura definitely gave something to Feyruz before leaving town. But if he asks, you didn't hear that from me. Always good to see you.
Best weapons in the...
You can either tell me what your deal with the Sura was, or you can experience the power of a mage firsthand.
Don't hurt me. I just arranged the messenger, I swear. Kench, the woman who ran the hostel, she asked me to get a message to the one-eyed Sura warrior. He paid me in silver for informing him. But I was only doing what Kench asked of me. You have my word. Best weapons in the hour.
What was Kench doing dealing with the Sura?
She sold him out. The Ishkai who was living there betrayed him to save her own neck. You wouldn't know to look at her, but Kench brokered contracts for mercenaries all around the Heretic Kingdoms. Before she came to Thol, she hired the one-eyed Sura, but the job went sour. Her employer was slain, and the Sura was never paid. If there's one thing you don't do in the mercenary business, it's welsh on a debt to a Sura warrior. I guess she saw handing over the Ishkai as a way to wipe out her debts. No one beats me. Come back when you need more armaments.
Urshak, come out from whence thee hides. Thou hast misplaced thy trust in thy friend, Kench. She betrayed thee. Yet another letter. So, she did not betray thee, and thou hast guarded her fallen remains since thy deaths. How touching. Come, spirit. Thy vigil has ended. Join me. Thy soul is mine now.
An Ishkai sniper will make an excellent ally.
And thankfully, a silent one.
Did you know someone named Kench?
Yes, of course. She used to run the hostel when I was supplying them. Seemed friendly enough, and I didn't pry. Everyone in Thor has secrets, you know. Always good to see you, friend. Take care, friend. Bring your unwanted...
Did you know someone named Kench?
I know of her, sure, but I haven't seen her since the siege began. Ah, well... your customers are always welcome.
You came back?
Did you know someone named Kench?
Don't know anything useful about that, I'm afraid, but I'll bet someone in town does. Weapon?
Did you know someone named Kench?
No, sorry. I've heard the name, but I couldn't tell you who he was. Well...
Did you know someone named Kench?
Is that the woman who runs the hostel? I guess she fled Thor before the siege. Helms.
There you go. You look strong even for a woman.
Indeed. And you look drunk, even for a man.
Ah, that's funny, lady. The name's Job. Something like that, anyway. Listen, my wife has been practicing magic in secret. And I told her not to do it, but things went wrong. Anyway, long story short, I put the body in a barrel of salt. I need it taken to the burial grounds so she can be at peace. Oh, I can't take her myself. I'm in no condition to defend myself. I really don't want the guards knowing about this. Shh. You can have all the coins in this pouch if you take that barrel to the burial ground.
I will do this for you, although for the life of me I don't know why.
Oh, wonderful! Wonderful! Barrel's just over there.
thou shalt know despair.
Here should suffice for her body, I suppose. We must determine the means to open this. Tremble before a princess of the Gerulian throne. Our way is blocked, alas. discretion may be called for. This be a lesson to you. Inscriptions. Only a scion of the Imperial line may enter. Apparently, even a dead relative still qualifies.